here at the Gatorade National Athlete of the Year ceremony. With me is Grant Fisher, the boys cross country honoree for this evening. And Grant, first of all, just talk about your take on the evening, the ceremony, hanging out with the athletes. What's the experience been like for you so far?
Oh, it's just crazy being here, and you know, to just be sitting at dinner with professional athletes and people that you see on TV and that you look up to, and that they have completely made it and are living their dream and doing what they love. It's a pretty special thing that you won't be able to experience very often. And then just to look around at the table and see the other athletes that are still in high school, but you know that in a few years they'll be doing great things and you'll be reading all about them in the papers and seeing them on TV. So I'm just trying to soak it all in and just enjoy the moment, because things like this don't happen very often.
Now you're in great company here tonight, not only because of all the recipients, but you also have 3 of your teammates that are going to be heading back up to Oregon next week with you and Alexa, Trentavis, Raven. How is that, or how is this trip out here kind of, forced you to tactically alter anything as far as training or travel plans or whatever? Because obviously I know that this is a huge night for you, but obviously next week's a huge week for you. So how have you been able to balance all that?
Yeah, as far as training goes, everything's been great. Gatorade's been really accommodating. Tomorrow, actually, they're driving us out to a track so we can do a workout. So, training's not suffering at all from being here. Just travel-wise, I'm going to be away from home for about 3 weeks now, because from here I'm going straight to Oregon. So,
now, how much time did you get at home following U.S. Juniors?
About a week.
Okay.
Yeah, we had about a week, so that was a fun week of downtime and catching up with friends and everything.
Okay. When you go through the processing and you start, and it becomes a reality, and you start to see all the U.S. gear, take me through what that moment's like. What that I mean, you see your name on the list, it's official, and then, as they like to say, you get all the swag. What was that moment like for you? Like when you put on a hat or put on a T-shirt or put on a uniform for the first time?
Well, when you get the gear and everything's just amazing, and you look through it all and you're digging through the bag and it feels like it's never going to end, and you're just pulling out more gear and just looking at the singlet and seeing USA on it, you just kind of stop and really think that you're going to be representing your country in a few weeks, and that's something that is really humbling, and it just makes you really proud that you can represent a nation as great as the U.S. And there is a little bit of pressure representing the U.S., but just the pleasure in being there and just the excitement around it is going to be, it'll be a lot of fun.
With winning Foot Locker and then following it up with such an amazing track season and then that achievement, I mean, like you said, there might be a little bit of pressure, but you've been in a lot of big time moments and delivered. How much belief or how much confidence does that give you when you're going to go back up to Hayward Field next week?
Yeah, well, every experience you can draw upon in the future. So, there have been plenty of situations where I've second guessed myself in a race or before a race or something, and you can always draw upon that if you're in a similar situation. So, going to Hayward and racing there, it's going to be crazy because Hayward's such an iconic place to run, and I've been there once already for the U.S. Juniors, and to be back for Worlds, it's going to be really exciting. It'll be different than U.S. I think, lining up and seeing all the different nations that'll be represented. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Last thing, we can't let you get out of here without, we know you're a soccer guy. Give us your take on how you think everything wrapped up with the World Cup. Happy with Germany, sad about Argentina. How do you feel?
A little bit disappointed. Argentina was my pick at the start, and to see them go down in the final like that, it was kind of heart-crushing for me. But it was great to see them go that far, and I think the U.S. represented themselves very well. And just to see, a couple years ago, my friends, they really didn't care too much for soccer, but now my friends are rocking jerseys, and we have watch parties, and we all just, it was great to see the community kind of rally around a team, and I think this is a turning point for U.S. soccer, which is really special.
Well, I hope Omar Gonzalez just heard that a couple chairs over. But we really appreciate your time, and we wish you the best of luck next week at Hayward.
Thank you.
Thanks, Grant.